Welcome to the SelectBoard meeting. It's May 15th. And everybody's here. Welcome back, Bonnie.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Can I have a motion to accept the minutes of April 10th, please?
Move the minutes from April 10th.
Second.
All in favor? Okay, we're going to move it around a little bit. We're going to go in executive session first for one of the executive sessions. And if I can have a motion for that with the change.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session under Title I, subsection 405(6)(f) to
E.
Second.
Yeah, but we're changing it to E.
To consult with an attorney.
Second.
All in favor? All right, we will be back.
I'll make a motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. All right. Public hearing. Can I have a motion to go into public hearing? And it's on the consideration of an application for a new liquor license for the Beacon. But the only way we're going to hear this is if they brought us pizza. Did you guys bring us pizza?
No.
No?
You don't need a motion.
No, I just gave you
call
one.
for a public hearing.
I just did.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Robert and Pamela Wang. Do you guys want to go up there?
Don't really want to.
Without any pizza.
Do you need piano accompaniment or something?
I had that music for the These guys
So who are you?
Pamela Wing,
I'm Robert Wang. Where do you live?
5 Alfred Man Drive in Raymond.
And what are you looking to do?
We are looking to open a pizza sandwich shop in the Raymond Shopping Center, and we want to be able to serve beer and wine.
And pizza.
And pizza, and sandwiches, and burgers.
Which location is it?
It's where Community Pharmacy used to be.
Not familiar with that one.
Ain't this a little awkward? And she still didn't bring pizza. Okay, so you guys are new, and I had some concerns, and I even told Sue to move the construction along faster so we could get you on this hearing and stuff like that. I thought everything had to be done and in place in order to approve it, and that's why Kathy's here, is here tonight. So, Kathy, you want to stand up so you can answer some questions? Thanks.
Hi, Kathy Goslin, Deputy Chief of the Raymond Fire Rescue. I'm here in place of the Chief tonight. The Fire Department has no objections to you issuing them a liquor license. As a new applicant, we don't have anything to go on for past years in that. With that, they will have to have a certificate of occupancy in order to open. So if the liquor license is in place, they can serve alcohol from their first day. The certificate of occupancy would come from your code enforcement officer, and that would be after the fire department has completed the life safety inspection. So all of that would have to be done before the occupancy permit. So we have no objections to them having a liquor license at this time.
So right now, they need our approval to get the liquor license started, but they're still not done with construction, and they still
Correct.
haven't had your
Life safety inspection.
Right, and they still haven't had the code enforcement in there.
They
I
have
feel like
not
we're doing
gotten an
things
occupancy
backwards, but I think
permit.
this is the way
Correct.
Okay.
And the whole idea in talking to them, they wanted to be able to have the liquor license in place ahead of time so that they didn't have to wait for you to have another monthly meeting to approve it if they opened prior to that. So the fire department has no objections.
So, Kathy, you're saying we don't need to make a contingent on your fire safety because they can't get a CO until they get fire safety.
Correct. So
there's
it
no
does not have to be
contingency required.
contingent.
Right.
They
okay.
just need an occupancy permit in order to open, and they can't serve alcohol until they're open.
Right. What's your, this is for the wings, what is your expected date of opening?
We're hoping for mid-June at this point.
Okay.
So.
Questions?
No question.
Rolf?
No.
No. I think they do great.
Oh.
Depends
Right.
on what kind of pizza.
I think they
though.
do fantastic. I'm excited.
You've never had their pizza before?
No.
Oh, bowling alley pizza.
I think it's named after the old bowling
It
alley,
is,
right?
it is.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, the
Exactly.
bowling, yeah.
Yeah, good pizza.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'd say let them start serving pizza before they open.
And now I know.
How do we know their food's even gonna be good? I mean, if they didn't bring us any to try, you know?
Yeah,
We need to offer public comment.
Okay. He gives me my notes on what to do. By the way, this is Joe's last meeting with the board, so he's having fun with this. Does anybody else have any comments or questions for the wings? Us?
I like it.
Nope. All right, we're gonna close public comment.
I'll make a motion to grant the liquor license for the Wings to open the Beacon Restaurant.
I second that.
Thank you.
We haven't voted yet.
We're gonna make you sweat just a little bit. Okay, all in favor?
Thank you.
And remember these faces.
When we walk in, exactly.
We'll be done.
And thanks for filling that plate. I'm excited that you guys.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you.
Better than having a pharmacy.
Well, all my shelving units back.
Thanks, Kathy.
All right, new business update on age-friendly community.
Hello.
Hello.
It's worked at home. There you go. Sheila Burke, 63 Hancock Road, Raymond. I'm a representative of our age-friendly group. I'd like to point out we have a peanut gallery with us tonight to provide moral support. You received this report in May, and one thing you'll notice on it, it has the AARP logo. We're proud to announce what you're seeing up here, age-friendly Raymond. It's kind of hard to see unless you get up on it, but underneath there, in the water, there are fish, there's a loon, there's a tent. The mother actually has a baby. And this design came from a St. Joseph's student who graduated May 12th. Graphic design was her minor. Her name was Mira McKinney. We've entered into quite a cooperative relationship with the college, and this was provided to us gratis. Our team, I don't know, we sent it back 3 or 4 times for editing till we finally ended up with this. So from now on, you're going to be seeing the new Raymond age-friendly logo. So we just felt, we haven't been here in quite some time, that we just wanted to give you an update on what we've been doing. So the 35 to 40 Raymond residents continue to meet on a monthly basis. Our topics range from, we had a fun afternoon with a movie. We've also done things, Ralph came and joined us and answered Medicaid for us, which was very helpful. So we've done everything from webinars to fun afternoons to you name it. Our group continues to grow because it's warm out again. So we appeared last before you almost a year ago in June 2017 to ask for your support. Teresa was kind enough to sign a letter, and we were accepted into the AARP Age-Friendly Network. We're one of now 50 towns or counties here in the state of Maine that are part of that network. Maine is one of the highest number of age-friendly efforts throughout the United States, and I think the answer to that is because we're one of the oldest states in the nation. Again, our goals are to establish various mechanisms to involve older people throughout the age-friendly town cycle, to conduct a baseline assessment of the age-friendliness of the town, and to develop a 3-year town-wide plan of action based on assessment findings. So again, we've been very successful. We received, the Raymond Village Library applied and received a grant to offer age-friendly only. So we have senior hours only once a month now at the Raymond Village Library. That'll continue at least until October or so. We have our steering committee up and running. We received a support grant of $1,100 from AARP to underwrite the cost of the actual survey. That with private donations means that we're able to pay for 5,000 surveys at no cost. The plan, which is a little bit more up to date than when we put this together, the survey will be distributed as an insert in the Wyndham Eagle on Friday, June 8th. It'll be accompanied by a feature article about the effort, about the survey, with many of our members providing quotes and their experiences thus far. We plan to release that survey. We'll send the Select Board a copy that morning, just as it becomes public. It will be not only in paper, but it will also be online. You can link to it directly through the town website, the Village Library website, and another one of our great partners, the Raymond Village Community Church. So we're going to continue that survey throughout the summer. You'll be seeing this poster. There's also matching flyers that will be going up around town. We have groups of volunteers that will be sitting around like outside town hall or at the library, road association meetings, all the places where people gather to ask for their participation in the study. One of the other great things is St. Joseph's College has agreed to partner with us in the fall. 2 professors and some students we will be turning over the raw data to St. Joseph's, and they will be doing the final data analysis and report based on survey results. So that's great. We're looking for that independent analysis to interpret for us what we receive from the survey. The other thing is we have applied for a grant. There's a national challenge grant run by AARP, and we have submitted an application for what's called an intergenerational adaptive garden. The project would consist of building garden beds at waist height and also at wheelchair or seating height for our seniors in cooperation with both the community garden and the library. So it would be in one of the front plots right next to the children's garden. We should know about the grant by mid-June. I'm very optimistic about it. Hancock Lumber has joined us by providing us a $500 credit in contractor cost lumber for the project. It will also include adaptive tools. I remain convinced that even if we don't get the grant, that we can raise the money and pull this off. The Lions Club is officially sponsored or agreed to work with us on the build. We also have the Beautification Committee and the Hawthorne Garden Club all excited to work with us. We have a master gardener who will be taking over the programming aspect of it, and we're hoping to do intergenerational program between our kids' garden and the senior garden. We'll get a late start because we won't hear until June, but we hope that that's something that will flourish and grow larger in years to come. So that's kind of where we're at. We have a number of other projects that we're talking about, but we'd like to thank the following partners because it really has been a community effort thus far. The Raymond Village Library, the Raymond Village Community Church, the Raymond Community Garden, the Raymond Lions Club, Hancock Lumber, Raymond Public Safety Department, Raymond Public Works Department, the Beautification Committee, the Hawthorne Garden Club, AARP Maine, First Light Home Care, St. Joseph's Community-Based Learning, Center for Sustainable Communities, and St. Joseph's Corporate and Foundation Relations. So again, that's where we're at. The next time I think you'll hear from us is we'll be gathering data all summer, complete that data entry, and sometime in the fall have a schedule of the data analysis survey results that we'll be sharing around town. So that's where we're at. I'd like to introduce, we do have some members of our steering committee here. Susan Moore, way over in the corner. Lori Wallace, right up here. And the rest of these people are very involved. And we'll be having a potluck, a community potluck in June at the Public Safety Building to introduce even more people to the concept of the community survey. So that's where we're at these days. Can I answer any questions?
I don't have any questions. Yeah, that was very complete.
Yeah.
We've been
Thank
busy
you.
little bees.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Who's the
Thank you.
master gardener you have?
Oh, you would ask me that. I can't remember her name. Mark Jordan's wife. Do you know Mark Jordan?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I
He's now in charge of the building maintenance committee at the library.
Yeah.
And one of the things we're doing this summer is we're gonna redo the front facade with a new sign, and we've got to paint and do all sorts of good stuff there, so. Margie, that is, there she is. And she's gonna work with our children's garden, Linda Pankowitz, who's actually had experience in senior programming. So we're very optimistic that we're gonna get some nice synergy going out there.
And you have master gardeners also on the beautification committee?
Oh, absolutely.
And you have it on the Hawthorne Garden?
Exactly. They're gonna help us with plant selection and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep.
The soil mix for these boxes, which is different than, because it's not in the ground and all those things. I'm not a gardener, so we definitely need the help.
Cool. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, that's great.
Yes, Kathy, you can go if you want. Thank you for coming in to help with that.
You know, actually, it makes me wish I was old.
Welcome to garden with us.
Sorry, I didn't hear that, Sam. What?
Thanks for your time. You'll be hearing from us again.
That was a great presentation, terrific. Thanks, Sheila.
Thanks, guys, for coming. Okay, thank you.
Take it easy.
All right, moving along. Quick claim deeds. No. Quick claim deeds.
Yeah, Sue Carr is on vacation, so you're kind of stuck with me a bit.
You have 3 of them?
And we have 3. The first one, Square J Realty, is a property that was tax acquired and we sold it. It was sold through Premier Properties to Michael and Susan Bedard. The full price was $18,000, and once the real estate fees came out, it was $16,920 to the town.
Wow, great.
I'll make a motion to offer a quick claim deed to Michael E. Bedard and Susan Bedard, map 53, lot 32.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
And trying to multitask, I'm sorry. And then the second is Jerry Bernier. She caught up her back taxes, all are paid, and that's map 22, lot 39 on Plummer Drive.
Make a motion to offer a quick claim deed to Jerry Bernier.
Second.
All in favor? Okay.
And last but not least is Paul Coffin, map 69, lot 79, Wild Acres Road, and again, all back taxes have been paid. So both of these last 2 are just to take the foreclosures off.
I'll make a motion to offer a quick claim deed to Paul Coffin.
Second.
All in favor? All right, cool. Do we need to sign this?
Yes. Yeah, Dawn has them in the folder.
All right.
Do you want to go on to Tasseltop or wait until they're signed?
Yeah,
Move it
That's
along.
fine, yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
All right, the next one is remove tassel top fees from the town fee schedule.
And this one would be my fault, to put it quite bluntly. When I first came here, we had fees posted in the town office in various and sundry places. And I pulled all the fees together into one spot. What I didn't realize at the time was that Tasseltop set their own fees. And when you put fees in a fee schedule, there are statutes pertaining to that, and it has to be, the fee schedule has to be approved by the select board, regardless of the change. There was some, I think a little bit of misunderstanding possibly with the Tasseltop Board of Directors, thinking that when the select board was approving the fee schedule that included the Tasseltop fees, that you were somehow giving a stamp of approval to their fees. And that wasn't the case. It was simply because I had incorporated them into your document. I've since taken them out. There'll be a standalone document in the town office that you won't see anymore, unless you ask to see what they are for curiosity's sake. And what you have tonight is the fee schedule without the tassel top fees in it.
I'll make a motion to remove the tassel top fees from the fee schedule for the town of Raymond.
Should you make that motion to accept the revised fee schedule, removing tassel top? That way, that does both. It approves the...
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to remove the tassel top fees from the fee schedule and approve the current fees that we have on the fee schedule.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? There's not much more.
No, but for future.
Yeah, yours is wrong.
Yeah, I haven't got it in a few months.
Okay.
Deal with it after.
All right, consideration of the RSU 14 budget warrant for June 14th election.
And this is an annual formality.
This is only to put it on the ballot.
Yes.
Right.
This is just the ballot question. It's so that the warrant has to be posted. It's technically a town meeting when we vote this.
So absentee ballots that you have right now do not have the school warrant. So if somebody comes and votes absentee, they're only voting for the primary or what other, but not for the school budget.
Right this second, yes. Because I can give them the ballots that have this question, and this particular question on that warrant, all it says is, will you approve the budget as it was adopted at the budget validation? This is a budget validation vote. So I can't receive the ballots for this vote back until after next Wednesday's meeting.
Right.
So I could give someone a ballot, but I can't get it back from them.
Right.
So I don't give them,
Right.
is what that amounts to.
And do you explain to them that you are not voting on the school budget right now?
I would if someone came in and asked for one, yes.
Are we seeing any absentee ballots yet?
We aren't yet.
Okay,
No, not yet. I haven't gotten any requests yet.
okay.
And but also, I just got the materials today to be able to verify the state ballots. So I'm not ready to do absentee ballot
Okay.
as yet.
All right.
By tomorrow, I should be.
I'll make a motion to put the school unit budget validation referendum on the warrant.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? All right. Sue, next one's you too. Appoint election warden for June 12th primary election.
And Sue Carr is who I am nominating as the warden. For this election, we're actually having 4 elections on the same day. We'll have the primary and the referendum, which are state elections, and I need a warden for that. We'll also have the municipal election and the school validation vote that you just approved the warrant of. So for that, there'll be a deputy moderator. And so at town meeting, after the moderator is sworn in, I'll have the moderator appoint Sue Carr as the deputy moderator as well, so she can hold all 4 hats. But Sue has been doing a fantastic job as warden. She's really grown in this role, and I feel confident at this point that if I, for whatever reason, couldn't be in an election, she would handle it just fine.
It's great to hear.
Yeah.
It's great to hear.
Good work.
So do we need to have a motion on there or just?
Yes,
okay.
please.
I'll make a motion to appoint the wardens as put forward by Sue Luck.
Second.
All in favor? All right, we'll pass this back, go get this together. Okay, public comment.
No comment.
Selectmen comment. Come on, Joe, it's your last public meeting.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank the town of Raymond for voting me into office for the last 29 years in some capacity or other. Truly appreciate your support. I mean, my role has been to watch out for you, the taxpayer, to allow young people to move into town and afford to live here, to allow elderly people to stay in their homes and not tax them out of existence. That was my goal when I got on, when I started in the elective process. And I've learned so much, and I thank all the people that I've served with, both on the school board, on the select board, at the state level. Everybody's been great, but it's time for me to, enjoy a little bit more leisure time. So, thank you. Thank you all. Really appreciate it.
Go play golf, Joe.
Thank you.
Teresa?
I just want to say oh, you go.
I just want to say thank you, Joe, because there's really no one that that I've interacted with on the board that I've learned so much from you. I really have, and you're 100% going to be missed because it doesn't matter what the situation is. If a youth full of information or very little, and you're going to tell me just that way. And there's nothing better than dealing with someone that is a straight shooter and tells you the way it is. And also, when it's not a law and it's just your opinion, you're going to tell me that, and you're going to follow it up with, but that is my opinion, to not steer me wrong. And I so appreciate that, and I really just appreciate you, because you've done great for the town, but you've also done great for me. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Joe, I would like to just add to that, and I agree with everything that Lonnie has just said. On a personal note, you are responsible for getting me on this board in the first place.
That's my first mistake I made.
First place, and second place, and the third time, all 3 times. And you've been a great supporter of mine, and I hope I've been a supporter of yours. You've been a great member. You'll be badly missed, very badly.
Well, Rolf has as much institutional memory as I do. So,
Well, I got 3 years less, but. But I would just say that people out there looking in, you're always looking for people that can step up and do things, and we've been lucky that Joe has been there to step up and do things, and it's important for people out there to realize that now it's time for them to do the same thing, because you can't throw the burden on one person all the time. And Joe has shouldered a lot of burdens.
Yes,
be it from the school board to the. I think the only committee he had never served on was the budget committee, but.
That's correct.
But other than that, he's been around the town government and the state government for years and years, and his service is a great benefit to everyone in the town and in the state.
Yeah, I really want to mention that the staff, Don and everybody at town office, have been great to work with. I know I come off as cranky at times, but
Most of the time.
most of the time.
Yeah.
But that's not me. That's sometimes reacting to situations. But couldn't do it without them.
Mm-hmm.
The town's in capable hands. We now need other people to step up and take over. So,
Well, you'll still be involved, I'm sure, Joe.
in one way or the other,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Now it's my turn. Here we go. Seriously, you and I have butted heads on so
No
many.
way.
Yes, on so many issues. But you know what? One thing I have is so much respect for you, Joe. So much. The day I got the phone call to say be on the select board, I'm like, I'm going to end up in divorce court. There's no way. Do you know what I mean? And you guys all sat and had a workshop with me, and you worked through things with me. And I don't know a lot about this, but I will call you guys and they'll say, talk me off the edge, and say, am I going down the right path or not? But yeah, you'll have one view. But I could always tell when you were starting to get mad about something, because all of a sudden when Joe's sitting here like this all calm, and then he goes like this,
Yeah.
and then like, okay, it's coming. Do you know what I mean? But you will be missed. Your little comments keep these meetings fun, and we work together. We are a really good group. We really are.
Yep.
I don't see you going away. I see you coming back and putting your 2 cents in here and there.
You never know.
And but I thank you for all your advice, for being patient with me, and teaching me a lot.
You have
You will
our,
be missed.
our total applause, Joe.
Yes.
Thank
For everything, thank you.
Dawn.
I've only seen since 2000, so I don't know him as a school board member. I have heard that that was part of the program too. but
Consolidation.
I will tell you, having done this job for a lot longer than that, you know, I've worked with a lot of municipal officials, and I would say that head and shoulders in terms of commitment, you know, to the community, just always being available and giving of himself, and I think I would be really hard pressed to think of anybody in my career who has committed more time, more personal energy to helping to improve their community than Joe Bruno. Now, when I first met him in this capacity, selectman capacity, he told me I better start thinking more conservatively right away, because I had been kind of serving a liberal group, and so Joe talked about commitment to the taxes and flat taxes, and so I only have about 5 or 6 years here, but I think he's been here 12 years, and it pretty much looks like a flat line. Flat line. So I think mission accomplished there, and he has taught me a lot about the conservative mind and that way of thinking and that way of government, and because I have been in, you know, been serving other people on the other side of that sort of equation, and so I've learned a lot myself, and I've always found Joe to be somebody who is very approachable and somebody who is always willing to you know, do his part and more. So for that, I'm very appreciative, and he's always been supportive of me and the staff, and you will be missed.
Thank you.
And I thought it was only 9 years. It's 12, huh?
12.
Yeah.
12 on this board. Yep.
12 on this board, yeah. So
Keeping you on
congratulations.
speed dial, so I can, he'll go, what do you want?
Well, I can look and just go, no.
Well, thank you,
We
Joe.
can still write you in, Joe.
Yep,
You know, if you get 2 votes, you're in.
yeah, that's
You're
true.
in.
I think it's 4 now. All right, moving on. Anybody have any other selectmen comments? Nope. All right, town manager's report.
Well, very quickly, I had a meeting today with one of the representatives of Real Term Energy. So the LED streetlight study and ultimately leading to a investment grade audit report will be kicking off soon, within the next week or 2. So we went over exactly what we're expecting from them, what will be covered, what won't be covered, and so I'm hopeful that that's going to be a great project for the town, and as I said, we'll be starting soon. We are going to have a report, I think it'll be in June, on the broadband initiative. We're going to see the folks from WETCO, assuming that we're still in play with that. I don't know where the town of Wyndham is with it these days, and so they're going to be doing a presentation, I think, on June 5th with the town of Wyndham, following up with the Board of Selectmen on June 19th here. So I'm looking forward to that. Dates for the upcoming regular meetings, June 19th and July 10th, assuming you want to have a July meeting.
And we'll see at the June 19th whether we want to. Joe's not going to be here, so we might have summer meetings
I'll be
again.
playing golf that day, I'm sure.
Bring your cell phone, Joe.
So then we have, I have a reminder of the election schedule. May 23rd is a public vote on the RSU proposed budget, and that will be at Wyndham High School at 6:30 p.m., I'm told, not 6 p.m.
That's what's on their website, yeah.
So that was
Be there early to, sign in and register and.
Yes.
And on,
election workers need to be there.
and on June 5th here will be the annual town meeting at 6 p.m. On June 12th is the primary referendum, municipal RSU 14 budget elections. That's at Jordan Small Middle School Gymnasium, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Reminder of upcoming holiday schedule, Monday, May 28th, Memorial Day.
Okay, treasurer's warrant.
Make a motion to accept the treasurer's warrant in the amount of $179,785.52.
Second.
All in favor? All right. Okay, we're going to go into executive session for the consideration award of scholarship applications pursuant to MRSA 14056F. Can I have a motion? So moved. Second, so you just say second.
I'll second.
There you go. All right, all in favor? All right. Okay, motion to come out of executive
Move to
session?
come out of executive session.
Second.
All in favor? All right. can I have
I'll make a motion to award $4,500 in scholarships to 8 students.
Second.
All in favor?
And before we go, there are 5 different scholarship funds that we run as a town. For those of you who are so inclined to donate, please see Sue Look, if you would like to make a donation to the scholarship funds. That would help us continue to give out scholarships in the town of Raymond and to also grow the amount that we are allowed to give. Thank you.
Joe, you want to do your last motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We are out.